Well, for more, let's cross to Santiago de Chile. Claudia Heiss Bendersky is chair of the political science program at the Universidad de Chile. Thank you for speaking with us here on France 24.
Thank you for having me.
Let's just break this down for our viewers. 2019, social protests. 2020, a referendum overwhelmingly calls for a new constitution. They then vote in a very progressive constituent assembly, but reject the document they've come up with. Why?
It's a good question, and I know it sounds extremely contradictory. I think it's hard to read this result. And I think one of the elements that may help explain what happened is that the Constitution was portrayed, as your previous notes showed, as a communist document, as a something that was very extreme, as a very radical proposal, which I think it was not. I think the convention, the Constitutional Convention, was not successful to show the document as a moderate constitution, as I think it was, with respect for private property, with an independent central bank, but with many new things regarding the environment, inclusion, and social rights.
How do you explain that even in indigenous areas voted against it, even though it granted autonomy to those parts?
Indigenous voted against it. Indigenous groups were never really committed to the process. They participated in very low numbers to elect their own representatives. The electoral participation to elect the 17 reserved seats for indigenous groups was very low, the voter turnout. The same thing happened with environmental concerns. The areas which have been most damaged by pollution did not vote for the proposal, which is an extremely ambitious constitution in terms of the protection of the environment. So today the media are interviewing the mayors and the people, the citizens of those areas which have been damaged by industrial compounds that have destroyed the environment. And it seems puzzling, but I think the idea that this was a radical text that would damage the economy, that would create uncertainty, made even people who wanted more protection of the environment, who wanted more indigenous rights, and who wanted more rights for women, because this is also a very advanced proposal regarding gender parity, those concerns came in a second place with regard to other things that were seen as dangerous.
And so we've had two announcements from President Boric. First, that he said, quote, there are going to be adjustments to our governing team. So that sounds like there's a cabinet reshuffle in the works. And that he's reaching out to all the political parties to sit down before deciding what to do next. Can he rebound? Can he roll with the punches here?
I think now the ball is on the right side. So we went back to square one. We went back to the situation that we had before the 2019 outburst, where the political right had a veto power over the system inherited from the dictatorship. We are back to that political situation. A difference that is important, though, is that after all this process, after the outburst, after this failed attempt, I think the rights, or some parts of the right, may be more prone to grant some kind of social rights, but they have the key to decide what is done and what is not done. I think the leverage that the president has is low, because his government and his political side was defeated in this referendum in a very massive way.
He's only 36 years old, Chile's president. Can he rebound? Has he got the mettle to deal with what is this resounding defeat?
I think he's always been extremely prone to dialogue, inviting other parts to build bridges. He's never been sectarian, but he will need that ability more than ever. And I think probably what we're going to see in the change in cabinet is going to be a switch towards moderate ministers, probably, and to try to strengthen the ties with the former traditional center-left parties, and even to try to build some kind of conversation with the right, whose votes are needed for any future constitutional change. But I'm overall not very optimistic about what that change will bring about.
All right, Claudia Heiss Bendersky of the Universidad de Chile, thanks for speaking with us here on France 24.
Thank you very much. Bye.